Hello everybody, Drifty here from Driftwood Gaming, and we're going to continue our Let's Make a Game series. This will be episode number 7 in the Legend of Driftwood. So we left off, we'll probably go through a playtest of the game to catch up where we're at. We just finished designing General G's battler, and or battle enemy, and his troops. And we were trying to balance it so that the battle was possible to win, and I definitely want this game to have multiple splitting points where the player can decide which path they want to take. In this particular instance, I just loaded the game right now and I started adding stuff, so I thought I'd just start recording. I did have a request. Somebody was like, "Where's episode 7?" I'm like, sorry about that. I mean, at least I have the weekend now to hopefully they don't call me in to run the sound, but I added this new orc right here with a parallel process trigger, and after we beat General G, this condition switch will turn on, so these guys will automatically load and start running at the party. And I figured we left off and we're like, what's going to happen after we beat the general? Well, we're gonna the player's gonna notice that now that there's orcs and the general Gaz, these guys have always been the people, the I don't know, the Empire. I don't want to say Empire. It's too, I don't want to say cliche either. You know what? No matter what you do, you're gonna fall into some trope. You know, no matter if you're designing RPGs, you're gonna fall into a trope, and there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to embrace it, I guess. So the Empire, or the order that General Gaz works for, they've always fought the Beastmen, you know, the orcs, and tried to. They've been like a faction that like usually try to defend the land, but something's corrupting that faction, and now the player is going to see that that this empire is now controlling Beastmen, and the orcs are coming to the aid of General Gaz, and this is going to stir. This is going to shock Driftwood, and he's going to be like, "What? You know, how come? Why are the Beastmen coming to help? They've always fought the Beastmen." So we'll probably add that dialogue, and then run away into the sewers. Also, we need to make some NPCs around town, and maybe block off the path or something. So let's do that. We might as well just throw out an NPC right here. Let's do a new event. Let's pick a random one. We could also, we need to design that old man, but we could also randomly generate some of the townspeople. We're going to set this movement to random, and you talk to him, and this guy is just going to say, I think I like giving the townspeople like tips on how to play the game better. So if you randomly talk to somebody, you might actually learn something. So I once heard my grandfather, this guy doesn't look too young, let's see my father. I once heard my father talking about an action button. He said, if you hold down the action button, you can speed up the battle. I'm not sure what that means, but maybe you can figure it out. Alright, I like that one. It's a random tip, dude. And after we also changed I changed the lightning graphic from Thunder 1.2 to Thunder 1.1. So I want more of like a lightning bolt, not like a you know, like an orb type thingy. So after we beat him, I want this page. Let's see. This event is going to be forcefully moved. So if you beat General G, he's going to look like he's on the ground. but I don't think he has a damaged graphic. So, yeah, he won't be on the ground. We'll just leave him like that. But he's going to say something when this happens. He's going to say, we did give him a face, right? Yeah. General gods. Get them, you fools. Yeah, I guess. I feel like changing that to something that would, you know, relate to a green orc. And we'll figure it out later. So let's go ahead and play through the beginning of the game and see where we're at. I also did a few things with just updating plugins and stuff. We need to make this map look a little bit better. It looks sort of bland. I do like this transfer event. That was a pretty smooth transfer. We need to design the old man. We're going to do that too. We're going to probably spend some time adding regions to the sewers. Get our supplies. Did I change the buckler? I know that was like 2 episodes ago. Please tell me I changed the buckler. Oh, okay, I fixed the buckler. Alright, you can actually use the shield now. We need to add sound effects to these other events too. So add sound effects. We need to add some Final Fantasy. I'll have to do that off camera because it'll take a long time to find the right tracks, try and convert them to OGG. General, we found her. Also gonna up the damage on Slice since our normal attack gets 2 attacks. I know Slice has a 25% chance to critical, so it's still useful, still more useful than a regular attack as it should be. But I did up the cost on it, so probably just increase it by its attack by. Oh, you gotta watch that damage. I can see how someone could easily lose in this first fight, and that kind of worries me. Maybe I'll start him at like level 2 or something. I don't know. Double attack is pretty strong for a creature at level 1. But I mean, if you're competent and you're not going to lose the first fight. I mean, they can critical, so there's going to be that chance that round 1, the first thing that happens is somebody, one of your characters gets killed from a double attack with criticals. So, I mean, RNG can happen. And right off the bat, you can see something going over here. He said if you hold down the action button, you can speed up battle. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like having that sort of event. and like, we're gonna go to the sewers. So this would be an automatic thing you'd want to check first, going to the sewers, and I would imagine the player would do that. But if they manage to explore around, yeah, that was a lightning bolt. That's the one I wanted. I might actually increase his speed. Like that's a good speed. And I need to maybe add taunt, but then they're going to be using taunt. Did I fix offensive stance? I hope I did. Oh, he's enraging at the beginning. It's not going to be good. So we'll probably die here, because I also forgot to heal before combat. Blop. Yeah, he's not going to be able to heal through. Ooh, that critical though. See, that's why that skill is powerful. It's got a 25% chance to critical, and the critical will do good damage. Oh no! Yeah, that double attack. I also want to make it so... I kind of want to make it so that if you go in the sewers, you can't come back out. So you can't level up and then come and try to kill him. So there's going to be the challenge there. Alright, so what we're going to do, we need to do the sewer regions. We need to make this look a little better. This is pretty awful. Yeah, let's do that first. What are we doing? Them map skills, yo. Them map skills. Looks so terrible. I guess it's not that bad. I mean, you're not even gonna go up there, so it's fine. Let's put some greenery. Give me a database and I can spend hours and make it super polished and pro. But force me to design a bunch of maps and it looks like it. Never mind. We are listening to some OC remix. This is some Final Fantasy VII remix. I have heard some of these tracks, but these bottom ones I just added right now, so I don't know if they're all listenable. Is that a word? No. So we might be skipping tracks, but most of the time OC Remix is pretty good. Every now and then I'll get like, no, I like rap music, but not every rap song, and especially some of the ones I've heard on OC Remix. Yeah, we need some dead trees in here. It can't be all flowers and greenery. It's starting to look a little better, I think so. I think it's probably a little bigger. This map is probably a little bigger than it needs to be. And that's a common problem that I have. I tend to start too broad on my map design. I think I'm getting better, but I always fall into certain traps where most of my buildings look the same and I don't design the roofs right. But I don't know, focus on our strengths, I guess. As long as we don't have any collisions in here, that should be fine. It's definitely going to be better than it looked beforehand. So let's move on to the sewers. Let's tackle the regions here. So we're going to do encounters here. We've got our troops made. No, we don't have our troops for the sewers. I designed the enemies, but not the troops. So let's go ahead and we've got a sewer jelly, a sewer rat, and were we gonna add a third one? I think I wanted to do with another one, a bat. We'll do a bat. And we'll just go with a sewer bat theme, I guess. All right, what's our scheme here? We got. Rats are weaker, the jellies are a little stronger, so I can make the bats in between, basically, but we're going to make them a little fast, actually, so they're going to have less defense and attack, and probably like 900 HP. So we'll say 25. So they're going to take a lot of damage, but they're going to be fast, so we're going to have a similar X payout. So I've gone with giving all of my creatures at least one unique skill. So the Uroks have the Smash, Urok Smash. These mercenaries have a skill called Hired Hand. The general's got Enrage. Probably give him another one as well. Sewer rats have Jelly Shock. The rats have Venom Bite. So the bats, I think we're going to give them some sort of vampire skill. That would be their thing. So we're gonna call it bat vampire bite. I guess we'll go with vampire bite. But they're not really vampires. We'll call it drain bite. Drain bite. That sounds okay. We can go with that one. That would work. See what else we have in here. I've started adding some new items to the icon set, but I did that on the other one. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and just use that other one. So what I'll do is just open our game folder. Let's go to our legacy one, img system. Let's take our icon set from here that I edited a little bit, copy that, let's go into our Legend of Driftwood system. We're going to overwrite, yeah, because I already have another copy of this as well. Alright, that's good for that. Let's save it. Now let's load and see if I can use one of those new ones I made. So basically I took the thunder icon and the poison and put the poison icon over it. So I'm working on a mixed skill thing right now, and I'm using HimeWorks' one of her beta plugins that lets you specify different element types. So one attack can have 2 different or 5 different elements in it, which is super cool. But I have to make the icons for it. Like this would be like the wind attack and fire attack. This is like a nature element that I made with thunder. And this is like an ice and earth attack. And this is the one I just added some of, what are they? These little plus symbols. I've added the plus symbols to the sword icon and just made it like, this was for the tutorial I did this morning on multi-attack. Looks kind of cool. I like that. For this one, probably not going to use one of these. Maybe I'll make another one. I could show you guys that, but I'll probably do a tutorial on that, so. Save some time in here. I think we'll just go with the first thing that I thought would work. This little, I don't know, it kind of looks like a dragon's, some kind of bite attack or something. We'll do that. We'll call it Drain Bite. We're going to do HP Drain. And we're going to make this an Absorb. Or no, Absorb is a VX Ace element. So I was wondering why that wasn't there, but let's go ahead and make one. Let's make an Absorb type. Well, instead of an Absorb though, we'll call it something different. Change maximum. Absorb, Drain, Funnel. I don't know, Absorb sounds better. I do want to put icons to all these. I guess I could show you that. Looking at Yanfly's test project, if you support him on Patreon, which you should, every Monday you get a test project with some all kinds of different icons and items and skills and all kinds of different stuff in it. You just got to check it out. But I noticed when I went over to the element types, I saw like you know, the icon right here, and I'm like, I didn't even know you could put icons in these types. And like, well, why wouldn't? And I thought about it, like, why wouldn't you be able to? So I definitely used that idea in my other game. So I guess we could find an icon for physical attack. We're gonna just go with we'll use the hand for physical. It makes sense. So this is icon 77. So I'll go ahead and do that. Wait, not for the potion though. Oh my gosh. Go back to that. We're gonna go to types and we're gonna put 77 in this icon box. Was it 77? Okay, then we need to do fire. Yeah, that was 77. So fire is 64, and then it goes down equally or evenly all the way across to 72. So starting on 64 would be our fire. Let's do that. Slash. No, this slash. Yep. I for icon. 64. My memory is so bad. It was 64. Ja. Icon 65. Use our home button. Icon. I'm so glad it's Friday. I don't know what day it is that when you're watching this, but I mean, we just got off of work, so happy. The weekend's here. Get to relax and play some RPG Maker MV and mess around with some plugins. I had a couple of really interesting requests today. Somebody wants to make like a thief dagger, and I made like a vampire sword. which like when you kill a creature with it, it permanently increases its strength. And it also has its strength based on HP, which is really cool. I like the idea of that. But someone's like, they want to make a thief type dagger, which is like the vampire sword, but instead, I don't know, 72 for fusion, let's see. But instead of like based on HP, be based off of different stats, like attack and agility, but like it has a draining attack. So what should we use for fusion? I think this right here, 127, will be good for fusion. Let's go ahead and go back to type. So that when you use the sword, you know, obviously we're going to use the weapon skills plugin. When you use the sword, it'll drain HP, or not HP, it'll drain attack and maybe agility from your target. We're going to use 2 for this one, which I like the idea. So I need to figure out how to do that. I mean, I pretty much know, but I need to just like do it so that I can make a tutorial on it. Icon for absorb. Let's figure this one out. What should absorb? I mean, that one would work right there. I know one of these days I'm just gonna pump out a bunch of graphics, making like using this Yanfly's VXAce changed icon set. Only thing I did here was I extended it. I'm gonna do that tutorial probably tomorrow on how to extend your icon set and create new custom icons. It's not really that hard. It's just kind of time consuming. Absorb. I think we're gonna do this one. This skull one for absorb. Since we're using this one for darkness, yeah, we'll just use the skull for absorb. So let's make the icon 10. And the reason why you want to do this is since we have the Libra skill now. If you haven't seen how to make it, you can watch Yanfly's tips and tricks video. Super useful. Go to his website, yanfly.mo. And then look at the full Libra one. That's the one you want to get. Really, really awesome. I can show it to you guys right here. But you can go to his website and copy paste it, so it's so much more convenient. You just go there. Here's the full Libra one. You would actually type all that. So I wouldn't expect you to like use it, you know, to just type that out. You'd probably get so many syntax errors. I know I would anyway. Just go to his website and copy paste this one and put it in a skill, and when you use this in battle, it shows the enemy stats, their weaknesses, and if you're using this right here by putting these icons before your elements, it'll show the picture, an icon picture. So it'll say it'll show the fire, and then it'll say fire, which just makes it look cooler. So that's why I decided to go ahead and do that. I mean, I did that before the Libra thing came out, because I saw Yanfly's had that set up in his test project, so he was probably preparing to do that. I mean, yeah, that man, that woman, those people, whoever, their team, I don't know, but I dig it, man. I really dig it. So we've got Drain Bite. And we've got an absorb element now. So let's go ahead and get to it. A.atk. It's a bite, so it's going to be a physical attack. But I want to throw another stat in there just to beef it up. We're going to go ×4. Wait, it's going to steal HP, so we don't want it to be super strong. We'll go A.atk ×3 plus A.agi. Yeah, let's make it unique. No, let's do luck. Let's do luck. Or you know what? Let's go AGI plus luck. This is going to be too strong, so we'll take off one of the attacks. That's what we'll do. So this will vary quite a bit. Actually, we'll just get rid of the multiplication. So it's basically their attack plus their agility plus their luck with the 20% variance, and it can critical. So that's going to work because it's HP drain, so it's going to heal them back. so that we don't want it too strong. I think that's plenty strong. Instead of a ×4 multiplication, we'll do ×3. This is a drain. That might make them a pain in the ass to deal with, but let's just see how it works. If I have to nerf it, I will. It's gonna be a tech special. Yeah, it's a special, enemy special. Venom bite, I'm gonna change that. It's a special. This is a special. Double blade, we're gonna say that's a tech though. Clear eyes, it's gonna be magic. Anti-venom, it's gonna be magic, because you're not consuming an item. If it was gonna consume an item, I would just make it a tech or something special. Recoup, magic, just double checking. Yeah, these are techs. Hired hand, that's a special. All of these are going to go under special. You know, I might actually make all these texts later, because I'm going to have to award these to every character or actor so that they can access them. So I'll change those around later. That's a magic. That's a tech. That's going to not be magic. That's going to be a special. Probably won't use these too much. Yeah, okay. And our drain bite, we're definitely going to have it based off of TP, so it can't be spammed. How much though? It's going to heal them, so we don't want it to be too low, but then we want them to be able to use it before they die, so we don't want it too high either. Let's go 20, and then if they're using it too frequently, we'll go 25 on it. It's not going to be certain hit. We're going to say physical, and we need to give it an anim. So we're going to say it's animation 132. Let's go to anim super quick. We're going to do a random one. This one. Copy this. We're going to go down to the bottom. I don't even know what I'm doing, but we're going to figure it out. And then we're going to change this one to this one. And then we're going to change the color to that. And then we'll see what it looks like. Perfect. I love it. Let's change the sound effect. Oh yeah, that's the one. Change this one attack to this one. No, not that one. No. That'll work. No, we're going to leave that attack. This wind one, we're going to change. What is this? Right there. Alright, this is our attack. That flash for the screen needs to be a different color. We're going to make it that purplish there. And that is a center, right? It's not screen. Okay. Yeah, there we go. This is our drain bite. See how easy it is to make animation, guys? It's so easy. Customize your animations. Oh, I already had it selected. Drain bite. We're gonna say uses drain bite. Does drain bite cast? No, uses. And this, give a quick description. Deals HP drain damage to one enemy. Should we give specifics? I don't know. We're not gonna. I don't know if I'll put a blue mage in this game, because they are a pain when you want a multi-class and you want to have multiple people who can. I haven't got the system bug free yet. Now for one character who is a blue mage and with no job system, it's not that hard. I've made a video on it. So we'll just keep it like that for now. Okay. Now let's go back to our enemies. And let's award our custom skill with a custom animation to our enemy with a rating of 4. Since we have a TP cost requirement on it, it doesn't have to be that low. That should be fine. I think that's good. Let's go to troops and make some troops. Now I do want to mix them up. I want to have it so that we're going to encounter one jelly. We're going to encounter 2 jellies. And we're going to encounter 2 rats and 2 bats. We're also going to encounter 2 rats and a bat. And then we'll probably do one where we're encountering, this will be the hardest fight of the dungeon, or the sewers rather. It'll be 2 jellies. And a bat. Should we have a 4th in there? I don't want to have an instant kill the party encounter, so we're just going to deal with that right there. It's going to be strong enough. I think. Might have to rebalance. Let's look at our params again real quick. Yeah, they're pretty high. I'm going to do the skill learn system for sure, but not until I've got a bunch of skills set up, and that way I can see them easily right here. I need to add a level 7 skill for the Ronin, so let's do that really quickly. What skills does he have? He's got your basic slice. You don't want to make a skill that makes your other skills obsolete though. So I don't want a skill that's just like slice but stronger. I want something different about it, like maybe has an element attack or something. Let's do that. We're gonna do, we're gonna do like a fire attack or something. Oh, you know what? I really want to custom icon this, so we're gonna do. Hopefully it doesn't take up too much time. We're just gonna custom icon super quick. Minimize all this junk. Get that running. Yeah. Go. Okay, let's get this going. I'm gonna basically make a fire attack. Let's move this over so you guys can see what I'm doing. We're gonna open our icon set. And you don't need Photoshop to do this. I mean, you can do this in Paint or you can do this in GIMP. I mean, you can't do everything that I'm going to be doing in Paint because I'm going to do some free transform, but you can do it all in GIMP for sure, and that's free. So all I'm really doing is I'm just taking icons that are already on the icon set, selecting them, pressing Control C, basically going to paste it on a new layer. So when I paste it down here, Control V, you can see over here it created a new layer, so I can actually hide this layer. You see it's different, but then we're gonna take a sword. He's gonna be using like katana, so we're gonna take this one, but we're gonna try to get the box, nothing inside or outside of the box. We're gonna copy that. Oh, we have to be on layer 0 because the layer 1 is only that little spot. So copying layer 0, going over to where we were at and pasting the fire. And we're gonna paste this and it'll create another layer. So we can decide, do we want the sword to be on top or on bottom? I kind of like how that looks, gotta admit. I think that is a lot faster than I thought it was gonna be. I don't even have to pre-transform because I really like how that looks. So all I'm gonna do is save it. Actually, I'm gonna save it as, yeah, we might as well save it as that, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save it as, because I need to select PNG. So this is actually in, we're going to interlace that, smallest compression. I'm also going to save it as a PNG again, because I have 2 projects that I'm working on. So this is, well, I don't even know what folder we're in. This is for, yeah, okay, we're going to go back so that we can put this file in our Legend of Driftwood. IMG system. We're going to paste this icon set.png, overriding our current icon set.png. Yes, okay. That was quicker than I thought it would be. Excellent. So then we save the game and then we go to our icon set. Let's go to this skill and check out the new icon we created. Super cool, right? And that's awesome. We're going to call this, what is, I don't know. I like the Japanese language. I'm going to save. Is it like Muedo or something like that? Fire in Japanese. What? Kasai? Yeah, Kasai. Kasai Slice, or Kasai, or we'll call it Tache Kasai. Oh my gosh. And delivers. A fire. So what we're going to do is select HP damage, element fire this time, A.ATK times 4 plus A.MAT times 2. So we're basically, even though the Ronin isn't going to have much magic attack, if you do decide to spend stat points on magic attack, it's going to increase your Kasai, your Tachi Kasai. We're going to allow it to critical. I think 20% variance is fine on this. We're going to say uses. TP, let's say 20. I guess we'll go with 20. Let's look at the difference here. Our slice skill is doing times 9 with 25% chance of critical. That is, I know why I made it so strong. It's because our regular attack it swings twice and it's doing ATK times 4, so that's 8. So this one had to be, and it cost TP, so I had to give it the critical and a little bit extra damage to make up for it. So this is actually gonna make the skill irrelevant if I'm gonna let them double attack from the get. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ATK times 6, and then this is gonna be times 3. So this is about balancing here. You have to take in consideration what items you've gave already, what the player is gonna have at that point in the game, and if your skills are gonna be worth using at all. So the reason why I had to change this was because I have the double attack weapon from the beginning. So they have to, if your regular attack is stronger than your skills, then you need to either nerf your regular attack, but you can't really nerf this because this isn't a skill that all creatures are going to have by default. So I would highly advise not changing this attack too much unless you have like a TP script and you would just do something like times A.MTP, and you know what I mean, like depending on your TP, if you want to have that multiplied, or TP over A.MTP. I can't wait for Yanfly's TP script. I mean, some random dude has a good one out, but I've encountered some bugs with it, and I think they're all fixed, but I haven't downloaded an updated version. So this would increase the damage of your attack by using some random dude's TP script. Yanfly's hasn't released his yet, but this would increase your attack depending on how much TP you have out of your max TP. I think you would have to go 1 plus, yeah, otherwise it would nerf it. So 1 plus your TP divided by your max TP. But we're not going to do that. I was just going off on something, I don't know. So on this route, we've decided to buff our skills. Also, live stream seems kind of weak to me. I mean, and why is it off of ATK? Okay, that doesn't make sense. MAT. That might have been what was the cause of it. We'll do times 5 plus 150, and now that we're using magic attack, maybe it'll work correctly. Let's make a new element for live stream and healing type. I know there's holy, but I'm gonna do some damage attacks with holy, so we're gonna make a new element, and we're gonna call it, I'll give it an icon too. We're gonna call it rejuvenation element. That's not how you spell it. I don't think so. Well, let's spell check. Yeah, there's an E there. Rejuvenation. Rejuvenation. I think that's right. Now let's go for an icon. What's our rejuvenation icon? I like that one. That could work. We're gonna go with cell regat. No, we're not going sorry. I guess we'll do with the plant one. That seems to make sense, really. We're gonna do that. 285. I like that little delay. All right. So this is going to be our level 7 skill. Does it need anything else? It's not certain to hit. It's physical attack. It does need an animation. So 133 for our animation. Let's make a custom animation for this. So we're going to take our hit fire. What does that look like? No, maybe like a slash fire. That makes sense. We could even use that. It's not a bad idea. Let's paste it down here. And what if I made the slash ice look red? But then I like it. Yeah. Let's change one thing though. Let's go ahead and make this slightly higher pitch by 10%. By 10%. There we go. Let's custom. Kasai. We can make a weapon, require weapon type. Yeah, it's going to require Great Katana for that. Same thing with Slice. I think I already did that though. No, but it's going to be. Let's just copy paste our attack sequence for that. What else did I have on Slices? Oh, critical rate. This one's not going to have a special critical rate, but it's also... That's times 9. We're gonna have to give this something to make up for it's costing more TP. Yeah, we're gonna just go like this times 4. So the total of multiplication is 10, but it still might be less because you have to remember that Ronin's gonna have more physical attack at ATK than magic attack. So should this be 5 or should I give it some sort of special feature besides just fire damage? I think to match the damage would have to be another multiple. Yeah, I think that would work. So that way they'll do similar damage, but this one's got some massive critical. So generally you'd be using this, but you would use this utility-wise if you're fighting something that's weak to fire. And you're going to encounter something that deals ice damage or something and it's weak to fire to make this more useful. So let's go ahead and look at our enemies. Should we make the jellies weak to fire? No, because you're probably not going to be level 7 and they're actually a water creature, so water would be strong to fire, I would imagine. So I think the next thing we'll encounter, like out of the sewers, will be some sort of something that's weak to fire. So we've actually built our skills past the point we built our story and our gameplay. So I think we're fine on the database here. Let's go ahead and award this at 7. What are we at here? 50 minutes. Okay, I need to get regions set up. So much work to do, really. I mean, I'm going to assign background music, but not yet. What did I assign here? Yeah, I like the look of that. That was a good pick. Let's go ahead and put our troops. We're gonna say our sewer jellies can only be on region. Let's go ahead and say region 7. We're gonna leave some open space at the beginning. Now, how I normally do my encounters with troop weight is I make them equal 100 total, and then I just work off like a percentage, and that seems to work for me. So this is going to be on 7 only. The rats will be basically the whole map. The rats and the bats are going to be on the whole map. So these 3 encounters will be the whole map. But then the ones with the jellies in them are only going to be on region 7. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I would normally do is just go 100 divided by 6. We're looking at 16% across and add 1 at 17. So edit the weight on these and go 16. And I try to make it equal 100, so we're gonna cross check. I think I have to add 1 somewhere. 16 times 6, I need to add 4, a total of 4. So let's add weight to the 2 rats one. We're gonna go 18 on that, and the 2 bats one, 18 on that. So now we have 100 weight for all the bat. If I were to add another encounter here, I would take away from these numbers to make up for that number. Be like 15, 15, 16, 16, 15 or something like that, or even 14s or something. But I think you guys get it. We're gonna say the sewers. Also, we're gonna add some storyline, some more storyline. Now I need to add regions in here. I'm not gonna actually encounter that there, so. I think we're gonna have like Tiana say something like, "Now I understand why you," but that'll be later on. Like basically, she's gonna say something like, "Oh, now I know why you had us staying next to the sewers when they could have lived in the other side of the slums or something." Or maybe we could have Driftwood say something like, "I didn't choose this spot for the smell," or something like that. I don't know. I need to think about it. I guess we'll have them move this way, which will connect to a different area. Or what if we have them have 2 X's to the sewers? I'm all about that. I like that. You can choose to fight the general. You can choose to skip that fight. If you do fight him, you'll get a bonus for beating him. You'll get those drops that are guaranteed, and then an upgrade for the cleric, for Tiana. But then the orcs are going to come, or the Uruks, and they're basically going to force you to the sewer. But how we're going to open it up is we're going to make it so that you have 2 places to go in the sewers. So depending on where you come out of the sewers at, is depending on where you where the next part of the storyline will go. So I want to have it where what the player does, the decisions the player makes matters. Like it changes the game depending on the decisions that the player takes. Now this makes the game a lot harder to build because you have to design like all the possible options that the player could go. And the player's only going to go down one of those branching paths. But you still have to design all those branching paths. So it may seem like a whole lot of work, but in the end it's worth it. Why? Replayability. Like when you go through a game and you beat it and you're like, well, I've done everything there is to do in the game, and you don't have any urge to do it again, then I don't know. Some games are great like that, but some of the best games are the games that have really good replayability. where like the game I'm designing that I've actually been working on the most since before MV came out. Like I just did the actor generator, and that opens up so much replayability because you can go through the game with a certain party set of job and sub job, and then if you want to completely, you know, you may be going through the same events, but your character in all the battles, and a lot of the game is going to be, you're going to imagine 70% of the game is going to be on the battle screen. It's all going to be handled differently depending on the jobs and the sub jobs you pick, and you may not even be able to beat the game if you pick terrible combinations with no healers, but maybe you will if you overpower. Since I've made the level cap 999, I know the game is not going to progress that far in the storyline, but it's going to open up so that even if you choose terrible combinations of job and sub job, where you don't have any healer at all, you could still actually beat it if you did play it long enough. You know, you can, I think it was Final Fantasy V to where you can beat the game with all monks. You can have no healer, just all monks, grind it out with all monks, and I think you can beat it like level 15 or something. I don't know, I'm sure that somebody's done it, you know. But I think that's gonna do it for this episode. We did do some region mapping. We did a lot of database. I did touch up the first intro map. We've designed a few more skills. I think we could go through it, and let's test the sewers out real quick before we wrap it up. We're gonna pause this techno beat here. We're gonna go through and we're gonna use our action button to speed up the game and get to the point to where we can go into the sewers and start battling. I need to check encounter rate. I'm probably gonna drop that pretty low so the player can wander around a lot before each encounter. Blah 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 blah. I'm going to add some new OGGs. I want to get that Final Fantasy VII one. I haven't found a good remix. I'm not going to bite the original one and put it in here. Could do that, but I don't want to do that. I want to get a remix that's, you know, legal. I want it all to be legit, basically. Credibility is so important. We found her. Speed it up a little bit. Dun, 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 dun. I think we've erased all the minus defense and everything for the armor scaling. Hopefully I have. Yeah, I think we did that last episode. We set up armor scaling correctly. I want to see how much damage. Maybe he'll die before that. No, he's going to get one more round. Maybe. He still did the same thing. Because I might increase the damage on that higher hand skill. Yeah, I mean, you're going to beat that first battle. I mean, unless you're not even trying. Or okay, we know that we could fight the general, but we're going to go in here. Need to assign some music. Right? Is there music playing? I don't know, I probably should have healed first. Feels a little hard. You do have those starting items that... Oh no, it's gonna go bad. Someone's... Okay. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to give them some armor. I need to throw down some treasure chests. And instead of nerfing these enemies, I want them to be challenging, but they're doing a little too much damage. I don't want to nerf them too much more, because I know that they're going to be balanced once everything is set up right. But I know that our characters are basically naked with a weapon. So they need some gear. I need to give them some gear. Let the player feel that there's some progression going on. This is one of the harder battles. There's 3 of them in this battle. Might change the weight of the enemies around as well. Oh, I did not mean to guard. We're gonna die, because I think their incoming damage is more than just 1 heal. Let's end this one. Nope. Yeah, it's game. So I'm gonna do that really, really quickly. I'm gonna award a chest right here with some armor, and also going to put a chest right outside the house. So if the player explores, they can find a chest up here with some armor in it. Yeah, let's do that. So they're starting with basic clothing, right here. And then Driftwood starting with hard leather armor. So let's give them a dark cloak right here, or should we do leather gloves? Leather boots. Let's do leather boots right here. Yeah, we're gonna do leather boots right here. I don't know about that. Let's delete that. I want to change this quick start treasure. Let's change the icon to more something like this. Oh, this looks better. The shiny red chest. I don't know. I don't like it too much. I use it a lot, and then I just don't want to put that in this game right now. No, the weapons are good. A ring of regen right here. That would make this so much easier. Should I do that, or should I go defense? No, we'll get that. Like, the player needs to earn that. Let's go with some, but they need more defense for sure. So let's go leather boots right here. If the player explores all the way over here, you could go all the way over here. Right next to the camp. Oh, this is a good spot. Right here. Treasure. What did I do? Leather boots over there? Let's do some gloves over here. Leather gloves. This will be behind the tree. It looks funky now, but it'll be behind. It'll layer correctly. And then inside the sewers, right off the bat, we're just going to give the player a chest. It's going to be a silk cloak. Now let me check the stats on that. Yeah, 5 defense, 5 magic defense. This is exactly what they need. A little bit of deep depth, a little bit of defense. Or you know what? We'll put it up here, right here. You're gonna see it. You have to go through here. You're gonna see it. But it's also gonna run the risk of encountering jellies right as you get to it. So yeah, I like that. That's fine. And then we'll throw out some more treasure in here. I kind of want to do an event type thing. Yeah, there's going to be a chest here. The Dark Cloak and the Anti-Venom Earring have 50% resistance. This can resist poison, and this one can resist blind. So she's starting with we're gonna get a buckler in the starting area in the room. We've already awarded gloves and boots, but that's only one set, and they can both use those. So we could throw another one of these down. Ronin's using a two-handed katana, so he's not gonna use that. He's already using that. We've just awarded that at the beginning. I kind of want to put this after. I don't want to award these rings yet. But I will give another set of boots over here. Another set of boots. And then one more set of gloves over here. Gloves. So you can come in here. You get those items. Let's run that real quick. Let's see how we can okay, we're at 1:0, an hour 5. We're gonna wrap it up pretty soon. The intro area looks a little bit better. We just like spackled a bunch of greenery around, and it's kind of tinted dark, so there's not too much to draw your eye away too much. Also need to change those chests around and add the sound effects, like I said I was gonna do. Definitely need these items. See, we got a sound effect on that one, sound effect on that one. No sound effect there. No sound effect there. So I'm gonna add sound effects on those. Derp de derp de derp de derp de herp de derp de derp. This time I'll remember to heal. Could have been bad. I could have just ate my words. Because we leveled twice in that fight, yeah, so that's going to be important to do. And I didn't do that on this run, so the game's going to be challenging, definitely, but it's going to be balanced if you play it right. You should be able to do it no problem, especially the second time through, hence the replayability thing about the game. But I don't want the player to get frustrated and just die and then be like, okay, we're done with this game, you know. Probably put some more potions just for that reason. Like right here, you'll get another potion. Problem is, you see him right here. If you try to run from him, you're fine. But if you try to go at him, you're gonna have to fight him. Get that. We got a cloak here, so let's equip our healer with the cloak. The player's not gonna know like where the items are, but they're gonna know there's that. This is the hardest fight in the whole sewers right here. Okay, so I know that sewer rat's about to attack, and she's not gonna do too much damage, so I'm gonna have her guard this time. But I am going to have driftwood. Just go ham and jelly here. Ham and jelly? Does anybody eat ham and jelly? I don't. I don't know why I said that. Ham and eggs? Ham and eggs? I'm definitely digging all the custom, like... Okay, I need to take a look at where I'm I shouldn't have any sets of 3, or I need to nerf them. Because player's not gonna, even if with all these items, because of the custom abilities I've given and everything, yeah, it's not balanced yet. They do die quickly, but they also kill you quickly, so we're gonna have to nerf them just a hair. We're gonna drop attacks and magic attacks down just a little bit. We're gonna go 40. You know what, we'll match it up 35, and we're going to also take away a little bit of that experience that they're going to give. No, their magic attack is what was rocking us, so let's do 40 and 40. Sewer rats will do 40. The bats, we're going to go 40. They're still going to be hard. I mean, I didn't nerf them too much. That's just a hair. If anything, maybe maybe start the party just a couple levels higher. You know, a lot of games do that for this reason. At the beginning, there's not a lot of HP to go around. Let's start our party at level 3. But we'll run another test, and then if we have to adjust numbers, we will. No big deal. That is going to do it for this episode, guys. I know we're going to add the sound effects super quick. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, favorite, share, and subscribe if you enjoy this sort of content. I know it's been a little while since I put out an episode. I'm not going to make excuses, but I do make the tutorials for you guys on a regular basis. And remember to go to your forums and mention RPG Maker MV. Any questions you have, leave them in the comments below. I read all my comments. You guys are super important to me. So thank you guys for watching once again, and we will see you on the next episode.